number 101, HorseGym with boots, using mat destinations for trailer loading. Using mats is one way we can build confidence to have the horse put his feet where we'd like him to put his feet, which is eventually inside the trailer. So Bridget is asking Boots to walk from mat to mat around the outside of the trailer. It's a very windy, wild afternoon, and you can see Smokey running around in the paddock just behind. Boots is being very good at keeping focused on what Bridget is asking her to do. She's a little bit concerned, as you can tell by her tail flicks occasionally, but she's able to move from one mat to the next, halt nicely at the mat to get her click and treat, and then walk on to the next mat. And to do this all quietly, without any fuss.
And then just keep walking forward as if there was another one.
And Smokey's going to demonstrate using the mat to actually get right into the trailer. He's very keen on his mats, and it's early in his clicker training career, so he actually wants to stay on the mat to earn another click and treat. So Bridget has had to ask him to just stand back, and he gets a click and treat for backing up, because that's just as important as going forward. We want the horse to be cool and calm about moving back out of the trailer, just as we want him to be cool and calm about moving in. She's asking him to wait until she asks him to move to the mat, which she's now put on the ramp, and he gets a click and treat for putting his feet on the ramp. Then she's asking him to back up again, and he'd rather stay on the mat because that's his hot spot for clicks and treats, but she asks him to back up, and again a click and a treat for backing up. Now she's put the mat just inside the trailer, but she doesn't want him to rush into the trailer. We don't want the horse to rush in or out, so she asks him to halt on the ramp for a click and treat. And then when she asks, she would like him to step in as far as putting his feet on the mat, and she gives him time just to think about the whole situation. Never a rush, no dust, and click and a treat as soon as he puts his feet on the mat. And she asks him to quietly back out again. Now we've put the mat right inside the trailer in the horse's bay, and Bridget's going to ask him to halt on the ramp, click and treat. Again, we don't want the horse to dash in or dash out. And then she quietly asks him to come on in and put his feet on the mat right in the trailer, which he does quite nicely. Click and a treat in there for a little bit of duration standing in the trailer. We want him to be pretty relaxed, being parked in there before we ever close up the back. And then she very quietly asks him to back out. Click and a treat for halting on the ramp. Again, we don't want the horse to dash out. And then she finishes off by asking him to come off.